Hello everyone, this is Captain Raven and I really hope the sound levels are right in this video because Battlefield Hardline is what we're playing today and the game is loud as heck. There's I put down the sound levels to 3% now so you can hopefully understand what I'm saying and still get a bit of the game sound, but not too much because everything is exploding all the time. It's really not nice. And yeah, I'm sorry that there isn't a title screen. I usually try to put those in front of the video to show you what we're playing in the first place. But if you've seen my other Battlefield Hardline video, first of all, let me explain why I'm playing Battlefield Hardline again. I recorded a video of the what was a closed beta, I think, a couple of months ago, sometime last year. Is the game out? No, it isn't. EA noticed that fans were not really happy with what Battlefield Hardline apparently was supposed to become, and said, yeah, we have to work more on this game. We have to, it's not really, fans are not happy with it, so we have to do something different with it. What the fuck is that supposed to be? So good on them. That's a good decision by EA, isn't it? Well, my first impression of Battlefield Hardline now, after EA put some work in it, is that it is the same friggin' game. I have to find out. We will hopefully find out together what has really changed in the game and what hasn't. That's the reason why I'm playing this game again, because it's now in open beta. Everybody who has an Origin account can play it. Don't have to get in some kind of secret beta or something like that. You can just open Origin and play it, and it's a 19 gigabyte download, I think, so it might be a bit big for some people. And yeah, it has 3 maps. I think this I've never played this map before in the first beta, so yeah. Battlefield Hardline, once again, to refreshen your idea of what this game is supposed to be, is a Battlefield variation of cops versus robbers. So you don't have two armies going against each other anymore, but you have well, criminals trying to steal money or cars or whatever, and police officers trying to keep the criminals from doing just that. And already you will have probably noticed that the same problem still applies to the game. The story is supposed to be different, but this still plays like a Battlefield game. This still feels like two armies going against each other. The criminals and the police officers are so well equipped, and they have grenade launchers and rocket launchers, which is cool, but it doesn't make any sense at all. If you think about that the game is supposed to be cops versus robbers, there should be much more people with not heavy machine guns but pistols and stuff like that. But that's not happening. It just feels like two armies going against each other. So, well, that's that. Okay, so I have no idea. This was just the introduction game. You can see that the Battlefield chat is still awesome as always, so people are nice, people are welcoming to you, and they talk about happy stuff, and definitely not about dicks or something. And yeah, you will notice that I'm going to riff, or that I'm riffing on this game already pretty badly. I gotta be totally honest with you, I'm actually sick of Battlefield. I played Battlefield 3 and I enjoyed it immensely. I put over 100 hours in it, maybe even 150. I'm not quite sure, may not be that much, but yeah, I skipped on Battlefield 4, and honestly, even though this isn't Modern Warfare type of setting, I'm sick of these kind of games. I want my Unreal Tournaments and I want my Quakes back. I don't want to pay for this practically the same game every year. So this is, yeah, this is my my prejudice that I'm going into this video with. I'm being totally honest with you. I'm not expecting much from Battlefield, and so far it's not disappointing me with that premise. But still, I still want to at least try to be rather fair to this game. So let's look at the classes. You always have these kinds of pop-up videos which annoy me to all hell because, yeah, I'm not going to read this now. The game is just 15 minutes long. Just give me a, I don't know, give me a picture or something like that. Okay, so we have the operator, which going by the symbol is supposed to be some kind of medic assault guy going from the other Battlefield games. The mechanic probably can repair stuff, and of course has a grenade launcher. The enforcer has a shotgun, or probably later on heavy machine guns, and the professional seems to be a sniper professional type. So I want to try out the shotgun, so let's try the enforcer. Tactical light, I can switch on. Okay, I can now turn on the tactical light with the right mouse button. That was before, that was different. We could do that with dot and comma, but not anymore. Okay, protect the carrier. What am I supposed to do in the game? Apparently protect some kind of carrier. What is it? Zombie virus carrier? Would be interesting at least. What? This is, look, I got a very... Okay. I got a flashlight, so you don't stand a chance against me. The problem that I have with this game, and with most games of this type, to be honest, is that, okay, maybe I'm just getting old. I'm 25, I'm 26 years old. Sorry, I forgot how old I actually am right now. I'm 26 years old. Maybe I'm just too old for these kind of games. But there is so much going on the screen. You get points in the middle, you get cash to spend to the right, you have, I don't know how many numbers on the bottom right hand of the screen. Okay, that's 7 shots in the magazine and 49 shots in total, and okay, that's my grenades and my health. So that is a lot of information in one very tiny window. To the right side there's always stuff popping up. I have no idea what happens. Game is already over. I did not really understand why. I'm honest, I'm not putting any effort in this game. That's probably my fault and probably not very fair to the game, but I really don't like it if I start a game and I'm so overwhelmed in a negative way by the game that I have no idea what the fuck is going on. So, yeah. God, I'm being a negative, a Debbie Downer today, aren't I? So, but it's Battlefield. I planned to do this video, and I knew from the get-go that I was going to rant on this game and be not happy with the game, so this is what you're gonna get. You can hate me for it. I'll take it. Leave a comment. Tell me that I suck. Tell me that I don't understand the game. I told you last video, I love the comments. Leave a comment. I needed that tea. I also might be a bit hyped up because I drank way too much coffee today and didn't eat yet. So I made the decision not to eat before recording this video, just to get this nervous energy and infect you all with it. I'm really a bit hyper now, right now at the moment. If I had eaten before making this video, I would be like, I don't care. This is Battlefield. You got guns. What else can I say? But no, I wanted the nervous energy to somehow, whoa, be in the video. I don't even know what to say about this game anymore. I don't like the gunplay. I don't like how the game just feels unresponsive for some reason to me. There is already a game that does the whole cops versus robbers thing much better than this, and this game is a little game called Counter-Strike. So that game does everything better. Yeah, okay, Counter-Strike doesn't have any cars, but you don't need cars. Okay, there are no cars in... You see what I mean? I'm not quite sure if you see what I mean, but okay, I understand that I ran into a room of guys, but I did not really understand who of those shot me and when he hit me. I did not really recognize that moment. I think the whole gunplay feels super unresponsive. This was a little bit the case already with Battlefield 3. I had a that feeling got way worse for me during the Battlefield 4 beta. I have heard that it is better right now, or that it has become better in Battlefield 4, but I don't know, my experience from the beta was really not good, and this does not feel good as well. So this is a full-priced game, $60, and you can bet your ass on it that they're going to do another premium pass thing, which will cost you again 20. Did I say dollars? It's a 60 euros for. I'm German. I should say it's euros. So it's a 60 euro game. Whoa. Okay, that was nice. And they're definitely going to do a premium pass thing again for another 50 or 60 euros. And right now, this game does not feel like 50 euros. Or 60 euros. This game feels like, I don't know, 10 euros? No, not really. Not really, because you can get Counter-Strike Global Offensive Operations. I always forget what the abbreviation. CSGO, you can get that for less than 10 euros or $10 or whatever your currency of choice is. So, and Counter-Strike feels so much more responsive. You pretty much always know why you died in Counter-Strike, because it was mostly your fault, because you peeked on a corner where you shouldn't have peeked, and I know this whole dying animation of you falling over, and it's supposed to be super cinematic, but it just gets on my nerves. Yeah, I don't know. The Enforcer sucks, so let's try out the Professional and get sniped by all the other pro snipers. I also have the feeling, and this is, I totally admit, it is probably because I'm simply bad at the game. I fully admit I suck at Battlefield, at all the Battlefield games, but it doesn't help. It doesn't help that I suck at those games, and I don't get the feeling that I can contribute to my team or to the game in any meaningful way. I always have the feeling that every other player that I meet is so much better than I am. Look at that guy. That was, I don't know, that took not even a second and he killed me. I know. I always have the feeling that all the other players are better than me. And I'm not quite sure why that is. I really do not want to say that every player cheats, but I know that cheating is pretty bad in Battlefield. Not pretty bad. Of course it's bad, but the situation is bad that a lot of players are cheating. And what better way to try out cheating if not trying it out during the beta, when you can just make a new Origin account and play the beta, and if it gets banned, so what? It's just a tryout account. But I don't really want to harp on that point for too much, because that's actually pretty cheap, just saying yeah, all the other players are cheating. But for some reason it always feels like I'm super bad at the game, and I mostly blame, if not the cheaters, I blame the unresponsiveness of the game on that. That you really don't have an idea who killed you and why you died in that specific moment.
Got the charge on.
So yeah, the unresponsiveness is really killing the game for me. The other big thing is that some of the gadgets in the game are really cool, but there are so many weapons that pretty much fulfill the same role, and so much equipment that do you really need it? I don't know. Okay, let's try out this zip-up line. The thing is, now I got a super cool thing, and I get killed. But where would I use this? Why? So I found this zip-up line on a roof. Why would I need a zip-up line if I'm already on the roof? So, okay. Do we have another weapon? Of course, this costs money. Which I do not have, so... Hacker. No. Yeah, that's another thing. as I said, I did not play Battlefield 4, but I have a friend who plays a lot of Battlefield 4, and I do mean a lot. If you're watching this video, you know who you are, and you will probably hate me because I'm hating on your favorite game. So sorry for that, Iron Orc. No, but from him I do know that Battlefield 4 has actually introduced some kind of what do you call them? They implemented microtransactions. So you have these kind of battle packs, and those come in bronze and silver and gold, I think, and you get them by playing the game just normally, like Team Fortress Crate Drop, but you can actually use them without paying money. But then later on, Battlefield 4 added buyable battle packs. I hope I'm not saying anything wrong here, so if I'm talking complete tosh, just please tell me. But as far as I know, you could later on get more battle packs with real money, which was really not that bad, because the game was from the get-go not supposed to have microtransactions, and was just a bonus. And I don't really have a problem with that kind of microtransactions. But I do not trust EA not to pursue that kind of system with Battlefield Hardline from the get-go. And I do not really trust EA to not abuse the system, to make battle packs in this game much more harder to acquire and much easier to just pay for. So treat it like that is not a queen. I'm not going to comment on that. Not even going to. Okay. And actually, I'm going to say something that will probably upset most of you. In my mind, what most people see as the biggest plus point in Battlefield, at least in this kind of setting that they're trying now, the biggest plus point that most people see is the destructible environment and the large levels, the huge levels. I think that's actually the worst thing that Battlefield could have done if they actually wanted to do Cops vs. Robbers style. Counter-Strike maps usually have 2, maybe 3 main points where the enemy can come from. On this map, the enemy can come from everywhere. So, defending does not really work. The thing is, in Battlefield 3, and they later ported that map to Battlefield 4, there's a map called Metro, and that is a map which has a point that you can actually defend really good, but at that point, the whole game mechanics of Battlefield just fall apart. They completely, the game gets completely broken. If you have played Battlefield 3 and remember the Metro map, that did not work at all, because the defenders had so much, such a huge advantage that the game became boring at that point. As soon as you got at that defendable point on the map, the game was a stalemate pretty much, or not really a stalemate, but the attackers could very hardly advance. Very hardly advance is not true, not a good English sentence, is it? But yeah, it was really hard for attackers to advance, and I mean nearly impossible. And I don't know, it's I'm just not happy with Battlefield the way it is now. It's become stale. I know they tried something else. I mean, killing people still feels it doesn't feel good. It's not responsive. I don't like it. At this point, I'm not even sure if I can say anything new in this video, which is I actually wanted to make this video a lot longer, but this will just be me 50 minutes of me telling you how much I do not like Battlefield, and the only ones who will be still around at this point are the ones that do not care or do not like Battlefield as well, or simple as that. And the others of you will have turned off by now, which is fine. That's cool. So yeah, to be fair, let's try. I wanna try and find good things about the game. There are cars over here, which is nice and realistic. They didn't have to put cars there, but that's good. The graphics are like, I mean, like Battlefield. There's sun. There's sun in the game, and there's water in the game. So that is two very realistic things that happen in real life happen in Battlefield as well. So that is good. Yeah. There is also holes, like the one in my soul, like a deep and dark and deep hole in my soul. If you're still listening at this point, I really don't know what you're doing, because this is probably the worst video that I've ever done on this channel. But screw it, I had too much coffee. That's my excuse. What's your excuse for still being here? So okay, let's try the grenade launcher. That should be good. I want to try the grenade launcher. I mean, there's one thing, the game runs reasonably well on my PC. I did turn it down to 60 FPS because I hope that makes the recording better. But the game also supports my 144 Hz monitor. Can I shoot a... Can I put a hole in this wall? I can not. That's bad. Can I shoot the lion? Yeah, but he doesn't react. Oh, and also one thing that I wanted to say right at the beginning, but for some reason didn't at all. But this is nothing that I can blame the game for. That would be just too dishonest. At first it seems impossible to record this game with fraps, and I really did not want to use OBS or Shadowplay again, because that would not have given you the same experience. And as far as I understand it, this game actually runs on the Mantle API. And if you have no idea what these words mean to me, that, or are supposed to mean, that means that the game, I'm pretty sure that the game runs on a special engine that is optimized for AMD and Radeon graphic cards. So if you have one of those, you're very lucky. This game should run super fine on those cards. It does run really well on my Nvidia card as well, but Fraps is only able to recognize games that use DirectX of some sort, or OpenGL. And Mantle is basically a third alternative to this, a brand new alternative to these two graphic APIs. APIs means just the graphics engine, and because of that, Fraps does not really recognize that there is a Battlefield game running that it can record. So, but there's a special console command. If you press the whatever the button, I think it's called the tilde button or whatever, left to the 1 on your keyboard. If you press that button, you can see the console opening at the top of the screen there. And what I put into that was render device dot present async and then a 0. I do have no idea what those words mean, but it works. For some reason, Fraps then says, "Oh wait, there's Battlefield. You want to record that?" And I say, "Yeah, I want to record that, and I want to talk shit about Battlefield." And then Fraps says, "Go right, go ahead." And then this is basically what happened afterwards. You're seeing it right now. And at this point, I'm just hoping that the match ends at some point, because I have no idea. I'm running out of things to say. Okay, what are my stats? My stats have to be terrible. Okay, I killed 2 people. I died 6 times, and killed by Mr. Squidical. He has a nice icon, and he also has this British flag, which is nice. I like the British flag. Also called the Union Jack, if you didn't know. Huh. I mean, maybe I should have showed you another map. There's a map with cars, but they're just cars. They got 4 wheels and you can drive them, and it looks pretty ridiculous. You can seriously at this point just look up how the cars handle on another video, because I'm not even going to bother to play another match of this. The car handling is really not good. Someone on Twitter said that it handles worse than Saints Row 2, which from the looks of it really does, and that's not nice. So this is Battlefield Hardline. If you still enjoyed what you see, well, pre-order the game or buy it, I guess. I won't. But whatever you do, there's one thing that you should never forget, and that is have fun. See you next time.